Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I have a very special guest. But first, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Whole world is celebrating. Whole world is celebrating night. Yes, the whole world is celebrating. And I am your host, Tommy Throwback Kovac. And today, before we get to the guest, I'd like to say happy birthday to Adrienne King, the star of Friday the 13th, Part 1 and Part 2. You may remember her. She played Alice, the final girl in Part 1, and the first girl in Part 2. I had the pleasure of meeting her at Monsterpalooza back in April. She was an absolute sweetheart, an absolute dream. And she's, from what I understand, she sells very good wine. So if you live in the Oregon area or just anywhere in the United States, go online and order bottles of her red wine. I don't drink anymore, but buy it anyways. I'm endorsing Adrienne King's wine, and I don't drink. What a hypocrite I am. But anyways, my guest today is my good friend Kathleen Kinmont. Kathleen played Cheyenne on Renegade. Most people remember her for. But in the horror community, people remember her as the bride of Re-Animator and her role in Halloween 4 and so many other classic cult movies. That's one of the things I love about doing what I do. I just love interviewing cult movie stars. It's like the greatest ever. They are so sweet and so humble, and Kathleen is no exception. She's an absolute sweetheart. She considering her circumstances, she grew up famous. Her mother is Abby Dalton, and you remember her from Falcon Crest. And she is an absolute humble sweetheart. And I thank you so much, Kathleen. And this is my interview with Kathleen Kinmont. So enjoy. So, Kathleen, how's the weather in Hawaii?
It's beautiful. I'm specifically in Hawaii, which is the northernmost island. And it's just gorgeous. And then the south side of the island is so too. It's a beautiful place. Very, very magical. Perfect paradise. It's hot though, for sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Are you making a movie?
No, I'm here on the end of this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making. My dad just turned 90, and this has been a family vacation spot throughout the years, and we were able to make the trek with the whole family. My two brothers, Matthew and John, and Matt's wife, Nancy, and my brother's youngest son, Jack, and my daughter, Aiden, and my mom and dad. It's pretty great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really nice family vacation. Yeah.
That's awesome. I thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview because you know I'm your number one fan.
I'll do anything to my number one fan.
So, I was watching your first movie last night, Hard Bodies, and I was trying to find you.
You're trying to find me in Hard Bodies?
Yeah.
Really?
Were you the skater girl who fell between those innocent bystanders?
Yes, I was. Where the guys fall down in front of me, I think. I don't know. Yeah, Grant Kramer does, it's Grant and Courtney. And Courtney Gaines, by the way, he and I have rekindled our friendship and our professional working relationship and has been producing some things together, which is really cool, including some acting classes that started affiliated back in Kauai that are producing this intensive workshop. But, Hard Bodies, we met back in 83, that was so long ago. And I played Pretty Skater. I wish I would have given me a name. That was like the introduction to always fight for a character name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Mark Griffiths was the director, and Grant is demonstrating to Courtney in the scene how to pick up girls. And he falls down and gets my attention, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, are you a model? You know, which is always it's a great pickup line. I want to be. Oh my God, I can remember all the dialogue from that. I can say right now, I'm just waiting tables for a living right now or something. It's like, well, I'm having a party, and here's my number, and here's your house, and come to the place. And so I think I ended up at the party, and it's someone doing, somebody wants to take headshots. And I was like, Grant? I can't remember who was behind the camera. I forgot. And then these other girls start getting in. Oh, I think the lens cap is still on the camera. It's just such a great rompy.
Yeah.
Perfect movie for the summer.
Yeah, I didn't even know if that was you or not because I didn't get a good look at you. But I saw that you were Skater Girl and that, or Pretty Skater, and that was the only skater like I saw, but I didn't get a good look at you.
What were you doing?
I was watching. I don't know. I guess your hair was different or something.
Yeah. You know what? I've changed. I've kind of morphed 3 years. I was just 18 at that time, and there's a lot of things are still changing around. But yeah, that was a very, very fun first movie. Got my fan card. Introduced to the whole guerrilla filmmaking concept. And becoming a team player with that, and doing what I love to do. Became a working actor. It was really fun.
Oh yeah, didn't it start out as like a Playboy movie, and then Columbia bought it?
It started out, yeah. It was actually a film that was written on a magazine article from Penthouse magazine, not from Playboy. It was a Penthouse magazine article, and they had a very small amount of money. It started out as independent, and Paramount Pictures bought it. So, was it Paramount or Columbia? I can't remember. Some big, huge studio.
It was Columbia.
It was Columbia, so that was major. I think they made it for, I don't know, $100,000 or something. And it got a total nationwide release. Because I went on the press tour with Grant.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, this is so easy. You just make a movie and then you go on a press tour. Okay. It's great. Yeah, it was fun.
And then you did one of my favorite movies of all time, Fraternity Vacation, in which I spent the last 2 hours rewatching your infamous scene over and over again.
Thanks. That's creepy and flattery at the same time.
Well, I have an overstock of Kleenex I'm trying to get rid of.
Great. I'm sure you handled it. Literally. Yeah, that movie, my mom was supposed to be playing one of the characters in that film, Wendell Tivette's mom, Stephen Jeffries' character. And I had already filmed that scene, which she didn't know anything about. They were like, do you think your mom would want to come down and work on this? Right? Because you're using a lot of name actors, like John Vernon, and, we want to get as many recognizable character actors as we can. I'm like, sure, I'll ask her. So I called her, Mom, you want to sit down and come on this film? And she's like, sure, why not? She knew the script. It's like, because she's just trusting me. I'll play one of the main character's mom. It's a funny character. You'll love it. You'll be fine. It was just a big fun faxes and emails where you could just shoot the script over to somebody immediately. We were down in Palm Springs and she was in LA.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, let's get the pages when I get there. It's only a couple scenes, very light. Doing a cameo. And I had to drive that home because I was freaking out so badly. Like, oh my God, I've got some nudity in this film. No, she's going to get down here and I'm going to be like, yeah, guess what? It'll be too late. So I really did the right thing and went back and said, Mom, I did some nudity in this film. You may not want to be a part of it. I kind of forgot to tell you. She's like, yeah, they better find somebody else. So.
Yeah, when I met Barbara Crampton last year, she seemed a little bit uncomfortable talking about the movie. I think she would have rather talked about Re-Animator, but she answered all my questions. She was very sweet, and I've developed kind of a friendship with her through social media and stuff. I actually went to a premiere of one of her movies last year in San Francisco, where we both lived at the time, and oh my God, I had so much fun hanging out with her. She talked to me like I was one of her girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how Re-Animator is any less invasive than Fraternity Vacation. I would actually think that Re-Animator was more rough around the edges than Fraternity Vacation. I mean, Fraternity Vacation is just silly, and it's more like a Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
You know, right? It's like very lightweight. There's no heavy. It's not softcore porn or anything, you know, it's just like it's like hard bodies, very romp. They call that like a college romp break film, right?
Right.
Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets wounded. But yeah, that was fun. That was a really great cast. Tim Robbins, Cameron Dye, really good actors, Matt McCoy,
Lee McCloskey.
Yeah, Lee McCloskey, terrific, and of course Barbara Crampton, who I love, and Cherie Wilson, who I also love so much. We worked on Renegade together, and I've known her for a very long time.
Yeah.
And Jeffries was great. Oh my God, the awesome girl from Married with Children.
Amanda Beers.
Amanda Beers, right. That was great. John Vernon, Kate Vernon. Was Kate Vernon that? No. His daughter, John Vernon. Kate Vernon was in Falconcraft. She played Marissa's girlfriend on that for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very small little world, but yeah, that whole experience of it, James Foley, the director.
A legend.
Yeah, legend. I was the youngest one in the cast, so I just remember like having a great time on set, and then everybody would go to the clubs at night, and I would be like the odd man out, so I don't think I need. And they took me in a couple of times. They were able to get me in, but it was like really frowned upon.
Oh, you bad girl.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my God. They're like, oh, you're too young. I think I was 19. Yeah, too bad. It was a great time. It was fun, and I was really, really embarrassed with that whole scene when we had to shoot it because we had to show us all the dailies to the group. It was like this group dailies thing. Well, I was like, this kind of group daily thing is not really comfortable for me. So I said, I'll never go to fucking dailies again. Which I didn't, really. I was like, okay, not a good idea for an actor. You gotta trust at some point that the directors, protect you, and the editor will also make the best choices too. It's just too distracting. It can clam up a performance, really, if you're like watching too much. It's raw footage, I think. Makes you very self-conscious. So, another lesson learned. Other stages.
Well, I appreciate that scene very much. I think it should be on the AFI's like sexiest scenes of all time.
Talking about herpes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the ultimate striptease followed by the total bone-crushing dialogue.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively, everyone loses their boner simultaneously. I mean, they even had the music, too. That was what James Foley was so great at.
Oh, yeah.
He was working with the monkeys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the sound effects, the music effects are very vital to comedy. And, yeah, he really had that. He knew how to create drama, and, he knew how to create a sympathetic character, and which was, Stephen Jeffries kind of had a Charlie Chaplin-esque quality in that film, I thought.
Yep.
And he really knew how to bring home, like, the desperation and all, like, we gotta get the girl, we gotta, like this. It was just ridiculous. It was just a crazy script with really good actors. I thought Matt McCoy and Lee McCloskey were wonderful. like the bare ass moment, the group mooning.
Yeah.
That was also not the most pleasant thing to film in my life, but at least I was doing with 5 other actors that were all like hanging their ass out there for a monumentally long time. I just remember like they've got to have this shot already. Seriously, they were like bent over with their pants down for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I'm like, they better either stake me or shoot me. You just die.
Crazy.
What I do for a buck.
Yeah. And then your first horror movie was a small but memorable role in Rush Week.
Oh, was that my first horror film?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, right.
I watched that too last night. I hadn't seen it since the 90s when I used to watch it on USA Up All Night.
Wow. I think I do a little stripping in that one too, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm like the little sexy nurse model thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you had that.
That again? Was that Bob Roberts directed that one? I think it was.
I forgot. I didn't write that down. Yeah.
You really think me down memory lane? Thanks.
I love that line you have. I do it for money and not for whack-off material.
Yeah, which really doesn't make any sense because...
Therein lies the irony.
Exactly. The problem is the solution, honey.
Yeah, I can't believe Greg Allman is in it.
See you in that?
Yeah, he has a small part in it.
Wow. Who else is in that? Some other big name actor.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of names in that.
Yeah, I forget her name. Oh, my God.
There were a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of people in it.
Yeah. I haven't seen that film. I've never seen the film in its entirety. I never saw it.
Did you
Is it
see?
good?
Yeah, it's good. I'm a guy who loves like cheesy, low-budget movies.
Uh-huh. Wow, but I'm your girl.
Yeah. Do you remember if you
Thank God there's something for everyone.
Yeah. Do you remember if you auditioned for it?
Did I audition for Rush Week? I think so. Well, that was at a time when I had auditioned for everything. Nobody ever just gave me a part. The only time I was ever really just given a part was Renegade.
Uh-huh.
There was never even a casting call. He wrote the part for me, which was about as awesome as it gets. He wrote it for Lorenzo, and then he met me, and he wrote me in. He wrote the show for him. And I think Esther Williams is like, don't you split up these two? They just got married. It will destroy them if he has to live in San Diego, and she's got to be in Los Angeles. It won't be good. You know, Steven was like, let me see what Kathleen has done. I think Lorenzo gave him a copy of Night of the Warrior that I did with, did you ever see that film? That was a good film.
Oh, yes. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah? Cool. That's a good one. Some of my more prouder moments. That and Corporate Ladder. I think those are my 2 favorites. As far as, being a film and playing that kind of character.
Yeah.
I think I do it intense really well, like the killer kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I play the girlfriend pretty good, too. I can be the beetle or the tiger in the grass, one that just kind of blends or one that is ready to pounce.
Yeah.
As far as, like, horror film, I guess, I can be I don't know. It would be fun to be in another horror film.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Do nothing and then get... Yeah.
Something's going on. I'm that. I'm like the sympathetic mom who's like gonna, she feels like, holy shit, what's going on? And then she's like, where's my
Phoenix the Warrior. You look like Sybil Danning in that movie.
Nice. I had the fluffiest hair all time. I had a really good hairdresser, the post-apocalypse. Great chamois and excellent hairdressing. Yeah, Phoenix Warrior is crazy. This is Peggy Sands. She was one of my best friends at the time, and she was like, I think I want to be an actor too. And I'm like, oh, well, that's cool because they're casting. They're looking for somebody to play my sidekick in this film. And she's like, maybe I should go audition. I'm like, sure, why not? She has a part. I was like, oh, shit. She's like, what are you supposed to do now? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be carrying the film and you. Oh, please. But she did a good job. I thought she was fine for the movie that it was. Bob Hayes, director, he's so good fit. Yeah, that was great.
Would you say that was the most physically demanding role you've ever played?
No. I would say Bride of Re-Animator was by far physically demanding, mentally demanding, spiritually, stamina, everything. Everything you could possibly imagine. Sleep deprivation, makeup, really makeup remover squirted into my ear canal where I lost hearing in my ear for a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Came back, so no damage, but just like the equilibrium was off. My hair was just being thrashed beyond recognition. They didn't use a wig, they used my own hair, and it really did a number. It was just, they backcomb it to within an inch of its life every day, and then I'd have to go all and backcomb it and just soak in a tub full of aloe vera. It's just really quite brutal.
Yeah.
So.
It's ironic they casted you after Barbara. If they had any brains for the third one, they should have casted Cherie J. Wilson or Amanda Bierce.
For what?
I said if they had any brains for part 3, they would have casted Cherie J. Wilson or Amanda Bierce.
Oh yeah, for part 3 of Re-Animator?
Yeah.
Right. That would have been fun.
Amanda Bierce could have played.
They could pull together the whole fraternity vacation squad.
Yeah, Amanda Bierce could have been lesbian sister of Re-Animator.
Wow, you should be a writer, Tommy.
I am a writer.
Oh, that's great. Well, do it, man.
Yeah.
Do it. That's great.
Yeah. What was it like working with Fabiana in that movie?
Fabiana?
Yeah.
She was great. She's a lovely, lovely lady, and she's a really good actor. I don't know where she is these days, but she's still in it. Can you hold me 1 second, please?
Sure.
Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
What were you asking me? Sorry.
About working with Fabiana in that movie.
Oh, yeah, Fabiana. She's, lovely girl. Very nice. So, I never really saw her much after that, but friends on Facebook.
Well, everybody knows her as a lot of vagina in the Austin Powers movies.
Right.
Or at least the first one, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that character name will follow her forevermore. That is definitely one awesome character name. And I'm sure she wears it with pride. She was great in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good. I love her. Wish I could see her more.
Would you say Halloween 4 was your breakout role?
Oh, I guess. Maybe. Didn't hurt. I think, you know what? I gotta tell you, Tommy, I haven't had a breakout role. No. It hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
I've had a lot of really great opportunities, and I think I've definitely been proud of some stuff more than I'm proud of other stuff, but I'm proud of a lot of stuff, and I'm a mom, which is great. Probably my greatest awesome experience in life. But I'm really doing a lot of writing and starting to direct and producing projects. And I haven't had a breakout role. People don't. I mean, some people know who I am. Obviously, people that have followed these smaller films and television shows and stuff. But I've never really been given a big opportunity to have any kind of like, wow, Kathleen Kinmont is such a good actress. Look at that. I don't know. I just don't think it's ever really happened. There's things that I like, where I've done like, oh, okay, that was good. That was a good job. But I don't think I've really had that opportunity and the push at the same time to have something that would be considered a breakout role.
Well,
maybe other people think differently, but I'm just looking at my own career, just trying to be a little bit more realistic.
Well, I agree. You've been underused, but for what you have done, you have certainly wormed your way into my heart.
Thank you, Tommy. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that. Very, very nice.
Absolutely.
In my day. Thank you, Tommy. And I'm already having a day in paradise. So, pretty awesome. Thank you.
And I love Renegade. I mean, to me, that was like one of the last shows Stephen J. Cannell did, and he went out with a bang with this show, I have to say.
Thank you. I agree. You know what I would really love to see? I would love to see somebody do that show in a feature film.
Yeah.
Like they do with the Starsky and Hutches.
And the Miami Vice. Yeah.
You know, and like get Jennifer Lawrence to play my character, and you know, get some really awesome young, cool, strong actors to come in and bring it back in that light and remind everyone of another great A-Team, another great 21 Jump Street, you know, another great, you know, he just did so many amazing things. He was a great friend. I mean, truly, I would say Renegade was probably, if I did have a breakout role, it would have been that, because it was a TV, international television show. Yeah. So I get fan mail still a lot, a surprising amount for someone of my very small stature and film business, but it's because of Renegade. It really reached a lot of people, and it had this Americana vibe that was very unique and a fugitive type of storyline. Yeah. You know, and it really covered a lot of cool bases. Everything was American made. The Native American stepbrother, that kind of blended family concept. Yeah. You know, the Native American who has the American dream. You know, the fugitive, Lorenzo, and then my character who was like a computer genius, where real PCs were just starting to come out. So she was already like a hacker. Yeah. Which was very cool. You know, we were mobile, and it was a revolving door for a lot of guest actors. It created a lot of jobs, and that part of it I loved. It wasn't like a soap opera, although there was a little soap opera going on between the main characters, which I thought was cool too. And it always had me pining after Lorenzo, even though we were married. And just I'm writing a book right now. Nice. I'm 10 chapters away from being done, so there's some stuff on there in Renegade. And when I finish, you'll be one of the first to get a copy, and we'll do another interview then. We can talk about the book. But I'd love that. Yeah, it's really good. I do a really nice chapter on that, and it was a very, very special time, and also a very, very difficult time. Because 2.5 years into the show, Lorenzo and I broke up. And I continued to work on the show for another 2 years. Yep. So I was on there for 4.5 years. So it was walking away from everything. But it was, yeah, you'll see, you'll read about it. My version.
Yeah.
Here in his book, I'm gonna write mine.
I'd love to have Lorenzo on here to talk to him about the movie Body Rock. I love that movie.
That's what Cameron died. I know. Cameron and I we were working on fraternity vacation. We went to a double feature that had Hard Bodies and Body Rock. Both standing underneath the marquee.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Maybe I'll put that picture in my book.
Yeah, Cameron Dye is actually from my hometown, San Mateo, California.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, I went up there once to go visit his family right after we were done filming. We dated for a while.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah, we did. We were actually kind of quasi-engaged there for a nanosecond. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's a great guy. He and I are still friends. He plays music. He has a band that is quite bad. I'm not sure I've seen him now that my daughter's old enough to leave at home, but I want to go out.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of great people through the years. Really, it's been a great journey. And it's not over, so
Oh, it's not.
I'm just kind of, I'm in that reflective mode of recapping everything that's happened thus far to try to get ready for this next phase. I think that's why I'm doing this book, to kind of tie a bow on it and take all the good, take the best, leave the rest, and get ready for the next book. It's not even like a new chapter, it's like the next book. It's called the New Testament.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I just realized that, because my book is like spiritual satire.
Uh-huh.
But, it's all reflection on my life, and they're short stories. The title of the book is I Should Have Been Nicer to Quentin Tarantino and Other Short Stories of Epic Fails. And Life Lessons. And Quentin was in my first acting class when I was 15, and he was living in his car and writing really insane shit in the back of the class.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was like, so weird. Keep me away from him. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that the weirdo at the back is usually the genius that's going to be receiving the awards in the front 10 years later. And it happens like that. And this is a really good, it's a good metaphor for not judging and being open.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do it just in scenes and stuff, so I was a little gun-shy, and, I was pretty young, and riding my bike to this adult acting class, and, I was 16, 17, he was at 19, 20, and I was like,
Yeah.
walked real fast, and he lived in his wagon, and he was just, I was in love with Lorenzo, that's where my brain was at.
Yeah.
It was just kind of weird, but I've seen him throughout the years, and he's worked with the same guys that I've worked with, the K&B guys forever. He works with those guys all the time. They were the first Re-Animator creators.
Yeah.
And so I talk about all that stuff, and it's really neat to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
And go, those really embarrassing, humiliating, painful, horrible, thought-of-you-and-die situations did not kill me. And I learned something from it. Number one, I'm stronger because I died from it. Number two, I think of listening to life going, that was a little uncomfortable, but I'll get over it.
Yeah.
We don't give things as much power, and we're really in control of what our perception is. So I'm a yogi, I'm an artist, and I'm a major anthropologist. I love the study of human behavior. That's what being an actor really is, and why people do things and what motivates them to do things they do. What motivates someone to do something horrible, or what motivates someone to do something good.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating. I'm really fascinated by flight, fight, and all those different dynamics of the human psyche. experience in general, and story. And that's stories. I'm a big storyteller. I'm Irish at heart, and, there's nothing better than sitting around telling stories and sharing a glass and, listening to other people's stories. I find other people very interesting, and I'm fascinated in their lives.
Yeah.
So, I'm writing this book for my daughter, so it's keeping it pretty clean, and it's keeping it to the point where it's like, you'll just get enough, and it's not like anyone's going to be horribly shamed, other than myself, and I don't care. I'm obviously stripped in many ways, shapes, or forms as an artist doing what I believe in. So,
Kathleen, I thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview.
Well, there you have it. Kathleen Kinmont. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Kathleen. I just truly appreciate this, and I will see you soon. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dudes.